Hello everyone, Sonia Wallace from Sonyas Quilts and Embroidery. And first of all, this video is going to be about how to decide how big you want the bottom of a tote bag. First of all, I was going to show you some fabrics that I picked up yesterday. I picked up this little book fabric. I have never, in all the 40 something years I've been sewing, I've never made a fabric book. And this one is about camping. And my grandchildren, my daughter and my grandchildren are coming in tomorrow. And we've already got the camper set up down at the river and down at the park. And we are going to go camping starting tomorrow. And my 1-year-old grandson absolutely loves books. And he is one year old, so he likes to put them in his mouth, and he's not ready for regular pages yet because he tried to rip a page out of a book I bought him for his birthday the other day. So I'm going to make him this quilted fabric. Now, why did I go blurry? This quilted fabric book. There we go. And it's about all these animals that are going camping. So, got that. Then I have a customer that wants one of the pillows that I make. This is a duck cloth. I have a customer that wants one of my military pillows that I make. And so I've got to get this cut out and get it on the embroidery machine. And I actually bought more than I needed because I have people that contact me and say, can you make me this? Can you make me that? And if I had to run to the town every time that I got somebody asked me to do something, then I'd be on the road most of the time. So I always try to buy a little extra when I buy. So I've got 2 yards of this. 2 yards will make, I think, 3 of the pillows. They're not sold in, these are not sold in pairs. These are sold individually. So I think this will make 3 of the 16-inch pillows. I've got this beautiful pink that I've got to put together 3 quilts with this pink, so I got 5 yards of it. I got this yellow because I made, and this blue. Got the yellow, red, and the blue. I made t-shirts for my grandson's first birthday. Made 11 of them, and all of them had Elmo on them, and the number 1. And each one of them had your relationship to the birthday boy. So mine said Granny, my husband said Pawpaw, my youngest daughter said Aunt. I had a brother, 2 sisters, a daddy, a mama, and 2 that had cousin on them. So I have cut those t-shirts up, and I'm going to make him a t-shirt quilt that he can have for forever to use, and to remind him of his first birthday and all the hard work his granny put into making 11 shirts. Now his is a size 18-month onesie, and I'm going to cut it out and embroidery it in a heart shape kind of in the center of the quilt. So this will make him a nice size throw quilt for him. And then I got, this was on clearance, and I got all of it. I think it's about 5 yards. It's really pretty multicolored stars. I do a large amount of appliquing, and so this will last me a long time. And even when nobody else can find it, I've got it. So, really, really cute. I can't wait to applique something with this. And of course I got my eyes and my noses for my teddy bears. I'm behind, I think, 2, 3, 4. I think I got 4 teddy bears to make. This will make a lot of them. There again, I like to have things on hand so I don't have to run out just to do a little project. And then my favorite scissors. When you do a lot of cutting, these are lightweight. They are when they're on sale. When Sewology is on sale, these scissors are only $1. They last me for 2 or 3 weeks. Then they get downgraded to cutting stabilizer or paper, and then after that they just get tossed aside. My husband usually takes them for puts them in his, I know he's got at least 2 pair of these in his tool bag for doing odds and ends around the house. And so I really like these. These are, I have a good set of Ginger dressmaker scissors, but those are very heavy for when you're cutting 100 t-shirts in one day. Those get very, very heavy after a while. So I love to use these lightweight scissors. And I only bought 2 pairs. Sometimes I buy 6 pair. Just depends on, but these will last me till they go on sale again. But that's what I got yesterday. A very small haul compared to some of the other fabric hauls that I have done. Okay. So, get all that bag back up and get to the tote bag issue. A lady contacted me yesterday concerning on the Easter basket video, and she was asking about how you can take that concept of the Easter basket and turn it into a book bag. And so this video is strictly on how to determine how big you cut your corners to get the desired size that you want. This bag measures 14.5 by 17 before it was sewn together. Now I have sewn the side seams and the bottom seam. The top seam is still raw. This video is not how to complete this project. It's just how to decide how big you want your corners. Okay, first of all, you have to, and I'm going to do this one where the corners are going to be outside the bag, and I'll show you why I do that just in a minute if I get this pulled apart. First of all, you match up your bottom seam and your side seam, and you can feel that they're matched up. Next, also the size that you cut, that you sew the corners, it determines how tall your bag is going to finish up. So, Miss Robinson, I believe it is, your question is, you take your corners, and on the Easter basket, I actually had the corners pre-cut. But on this video, I'm not going to pre-cut the corners. I'm going to show you something else you can do to add a little embellishment to your book bag that you want to make for your aunt. And so this is how we're going to do this. We're going to take a ruler. This is a gigantic ruler that my husband bought me. It's pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It's just, I don't have any small rulers. You know, I just don't have a need for a lot of small rulers. But this is a large ruler and it'll work just fine. We'll put the seam on whichever, you know, this will set it on 16 inches. It doesn't matter. What matters is you've got your seam straight with your line on your ruler. Everything is beautiful in North Alabama right now. We've had a lot of rain, so everything is nice and green, so everybody is sneezing and coughing. This ruler is 6 inches from here to here. We're going to put the point of our ruler at 3 inches. 1, 2, 3 inches. And then I do not have a pencil. Marking is not something I do a lot in my shop. I would not do this with a pen. I would use a pencil or one of the friction pens that you can get that will disappear. But this is just a regular ink pen. I'm going to do a line at 3 inches all the way across. Just something that you can see. You don't have to have it dark enough for everybody to see, but just dark enough that you can see. And mine's a little bit darker than I would have. Anyway, take it to our machine, and we're going to sew right across that line. Back stitch. Okay, now let's do the other side. Now this I would recommend doing this on some scrap fabric. Everybody's got some, whether I mean, everybody's got some fabric that they bought and decided that's not exactly what I wanted, and it's a good place to use this. Or you can do this with some interfacing, just to kind of get an idea of the size. Okay, once again, we're going to put it on the 16-inch. We're going to put the point on the 3-inch mark, and we're going to draw a line across. I can see that. Now this bag is going to be very, very, the size of your corners, like I said, determines how your, short your bag gets. This bag now, it was 17 inches tall. Now it is 13 inches tall. Now you'll see we got two little feet sticking out the side here. And this is one of the things. Now you might want to experiment for a book bag. You might want to experiment with a 2-inch corner and see if that's not wide enough for you. If that's not what you're trying to go for, then you would increase it to about 1/2 inch until you get the desired width of the bag that you want. Now I happen to have a massive amount of buttons. This is just not even a drop in the bucket. I've got a lot of buttons. And so, but I wanted to show you, you can use any button. I would not use a button with a shank on it. I would use a flat, just a flat button. This button may not match, but in order for me to get into my large button stash would require me to go into another building, and I'm not going to do that today. But I have got probably 500 pounds of buttons in that other building. But you could just take your needle and thread and sew the button on this corner. It would help hold your corner up, and it would give it a decorative look on your bag. You can just take your needle and thread and just tack the corner up. It just gives the bag, outside the bag, a little more interest. Instead of doing this on the inside of the bag and cutting this off and leaving a raw edge, you can do it this way. Now, like I said, this video is not to how to complete your bag. This video is strictly how to decide how big you want your bottom. This bottom now measures, I cut it at 3 inches. It's now 10 inches. So if you do a 2-inch bottom, then it would probably be about 5 inches, about 5 inches instead of the 10 that the 3 made. So it looks like mathematically, whatever you cut, whatever size you do your corners, it's going to wind up making your bag a little over twice the width then you cut your square, then you sewed your corners. I hope this explains to you how to do that. But also, you've got to remember that whatever size you cut this corner is going to shorten the length of your bag. So the bag went from this long to now it is this long. So it made it 14 inches finishing. So like I said, take you some scrap fabric and start off bigger than you really wanted, and then just play with it until you get the desired size that you want. And after you get the desired size you want, take it apart, and there you have a pattern to make a million of these if you want to. Like I said, I hope this answers your questions, and I hope you can hope your aunt will love her bag, and I'm sure she will. But this is just some fabric that I had. You could do these in any colors. This is a heavyweight, like a canvas. It's not really a duck cloth, it's more of a canvas. But I am going to do a video on how to finish this project. So if you're interested in watching that, I'll try to do that either tonight or in the morning. Got about 50 t-shirt quilts to put together. I have 4 teddy bears to put together. I have a few pillows, and today I've got 9 Easter baskets to get done and in the mail so that I can move on to my other jobs that I've got to do. But I am going to finish this video and show you how to complete this bag, complete with the lining and the handles. I've already got the handles cut somewhere. Oh, they're in the floor. Sorry about that. Maybe this video can, any video that you watch, instructional video, it will show you actually how things go together, and then you can take that idea and go as far with it as you want to go. I mean, a few years ago, I watched the strip quilt videos. Like they're called jelly rolls. That is a copyrighted name for those strips on the, I think it's a copyrighted name on the pre-cut strips. I don't buy those. Those tend to be very expensive, and you don't get that many strips. They're beautiful. They're color coordinated, but I feel like I can color coordinate just as well as anybody else can. And I have took that idea and went from doing baby quilts all the way up to doing them in a king size. I have cut, taken like 5 coordinating fabrics and cut those up and made about 120 strips, sewn all those together, and then I took an idea that was made for a baby quilt and ran with it and made it into twins, fulls, queens, and king size. So any video that you see, you get the general idea of what a person is doing, and you can take that and go as far with that as your imagination can go, as far with that as you want to go. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you found this video helpful in any way, please hit the subscribe button, hit the post bell notifications so that you will be notified of future videos. And also, if you have any question, please leave it in the comments below, and I will be glad to answer them the best of my ability. And if I don't think that a question can be answered just by simply typing in some words, then I'll do a video to further explain your question. So thank you all so much. I appreciate it, and have a great, great day.